Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is National Sports Lawyer here and welcome back to a brand new video. And we are going to do the preview for the State of Origin, or you can say the Ampol State of Origin Game 2 at Ampol Stadium. Pardon me. And kickoff is at 7:50 here as ignore that. As the Queensland Maroons and the New South Wales Blues is going up against each other. Obviously, the ends right here, as we've got Angus Crichton in there, Campbell Graham's in the reserves, Delph Nukin, I think he's in a lock, I believe. No, he's not in a lock. He's in the bench. Is he? Oh no, he's in the reserves. Okay, that's pretty interesting pick there. I don't know why put him in the reserves, but we've got Angus Crichton back, which is pretty good. He was very decent in the Origin last year, and he got a good couple of meters there. But we got Jake Trbojevic out, which to be honest, he wasn't really the best in game one. He was quite disappointing. But the outs for the Queenslanders, oh my god, man, they got Axel Bremson out, which is a huge call. They got Harry Grant now as well. They got Jaden Stewart is out. Of Galway. But you know what? I'm happy that they got Xavier Coates out. But as a cockroach, I'm not happy because I want him to stay because his defense is really shit. I mean, his tack's all right, but overall his defense is absolutely just way poor. Like he can't even defend himself, man. Like going up against big guys such as Joshua Carr and also Latrell Mitchell, man, and he was in the wing for us. Oh yeah, Brian Tor. Oh fuck, no, forget it, man. No, actually no. Who was going up against? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Brian Tor. I think it was going up against Joshua Carr, which yeah, it's cap. You can't defend shit, Coates. But they got some pretty interesting things in here, as they got in Reece Rolls, and they're putting Alexander Bremson out, and yeah, so the backs is looking pretty average. I mean, they've got Cameron Munster there, obviously, but he wasn't the best in his last game. But I think Cole felt, and that will also have to fire up for the next game. Dan Gagai was really disappointed. I expected a lot from him in game one, but at Suncorp Stadium, I think the backs can do all right. But the fullback once again is a mess still. It's absolutely a mess. Putting Rich Walsh, putting a lot of under pressure, especially what I see from it against Newcastle. He was absolutely just nowhere. I feel bad for the guy, and if the man's getting under pressure, can't pick up the ball, man. When Mitchell Pearce kicks the ball, man, just forget it, man. If you can't get your team to win against Newcastle, which they've been struggling throughout the whole year, and go up against this team, forget it, man. I don't know how it's going to go well. I know it's at Suncorp, but at the end of the day, lads, they got Paul Green as a coach, and I've not seen Paul Green build any motivation out of his young players. But we all know one coach that can, and that is Wayne Bennett. He done it last year with the boys at Queensland. At Adelaide, which that was a big loss because let's be honest, the whole team that Fittler picked last year was not correct, and it was one of the most oddest sides I've ever seen of all the blue sides. But yeah, so he won. Wayne Bennett won with Queensland in game one, which that was really important. And in game two, it was obviously at Ace Stadium, which it was Manchester. But then in game three, Zach Suncorp, Wayne Bennett has a lot of experience with Queensland as well, because this also sucks also for Paul Green because Paul Green doesn't have much experience. This is his debut, and Fittler has so much experience with his side that he knows his mistakes, which it puts a lot of pressure on Paul Green as well, not just Rich Walsh. Because I will say this. He does have Ben Hunt in the interchange, which a lot of people have been saying. Bringing Hunt, and he's finally listened to the Queenslanders or probably New South Wales men. But yeah, it's good to have Ben Hunt, and he's been pretty decent, especially in the last game. Was absolutely fantastic against the Raiders. Kafusi seems alright, but I think the biggest key factor for the Queensland here is Josh Parley. He's an absolute danger man, and his body is just absolutely is fantastic. He was really good at like just trying to open gaps and just putting a lot of pressure on our defense. But I reckon that our defense was absolutely just fantastic in game one. Even though we could see that one soft try against Kurt Capewell, and yeah, I heard that some people are not really that well impressed with Kurt Capewell in the centre. I don't think he's shit, but he did alright in game one, I reckon. But yeah, we'll see, man. So they got Christian Walsh back, which they still got some key factors in there. Andrew McCulloch, he's not a bad player. He did well with Dragons, and man, I think that the forwards are going to be pretty dangerous, even with Walsh, and also to bring back Josh Parley, which I think it's smart. But they've got Ben Hunt in hang on a sec, is my thing recording? Yeah, it's still recording. Sorry about that. To make sure everything's all good. But the Queensland is looking pretty good. I reckon that the bench is looking better than game one. And yeah, looking at New South Wales side, the bench is looking good. They got Jack Ryan in there still. I know a lot of people, weren't impressed, but I reckon game one, he was not bad, and I think I know he lost against Dragons last week, but I reckon he'll pick up his form in New South Wales State of Origin, because I think he knows his mistake from last year, and I think Fittler will be able to warm him up and make sure that he gets plenty of energy in the second half and just bring out all the experience that he has from last year. And yeah, we'll see what Ryan can do. But I have hope for him. And I know much people call him overrated, which I do, but I have hope with Wyden. But yeah, our bench is looking pretty good. We have Haas in there, Liam Martin. And I'm not sure why we have Coruscant out, but it's filler at the end of the day. That's how he goes with it. I'm not sure about Tarek Sims was good in game one, but hopefully he'll keep that up in game two. Which if he doesn't, then I think that's going to be a pretty messy with our execution there as well. But I reckon we're going to go good because we have Junior Polo in there, which he'll get a lot of offloads in there, a lot of ball with us, which they'll put a lot of pressure with the Queensland as well, and will someone find a way, and let's hope that David Cook passes are good and not shit. The downside Feedy really good in props. Nathan Cleary good as always, because Nathan Cleary is the best, even though there is a debate going on with who's better, Tom Dvorovich and Nathan Cleary. And talk about him, he's in the centres, and I knew right at the start that New South Wales is going to win without even seeing the squad, man. Because once you put Tom Dvorovich in centres, man, he's just unstoppable. Man, he has a thousand horsepower in himself. He just goes after line break after line break after line break, and even with Latrell Mitchell was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we've got Bronto, another player who's unstoppable, man. And then got James Tedesco. I think he will have a lot of revenge after his injury against Queensland in Game 3 in the decider last year. And, man, Queensland, they really need to fight up for this, because New South Wales aren't going to go down without getting that W, man. And because, like both sides will be hungry, but New South Wales are looking much more hungrier than Queensland at the moment. It's just so many good combinations in this backside, man. Absolute elite. Because I think Queensland have a lot of good a lot of good key players, which I do hope that like Damien Cook and also Tarek Sims they stay consistent and they also keep the ball going and don't let Queensland get position and let the forwards come through and. But our defense is pretty good, so there's nothing to worry about. So, what I think about this game is that I think at half time, I think first try score will be you know what? I'm gonna go with oh man, this is gonna be hard. There's a lot of good players to score in the first try. You know what? I'm gonna go with. Oh man, I may be wrong, but this is gonna be a big call. I'm gonna go with Daniel Saifia for my first try score. It may be Tom Dvojevic because last game I did say to my boss a couple of days before actually the day that I came back from work, which that was the day before a couple of hours before I just kick off that I will say Tom Dvojevic will score in game one, his first try score, and I was correct. But I think Daniel Saifidi will get there in the first. I think they'll play with the forwards first, and then they'll get and I think they'll edge it across there with Latrell Mitchell and that. But yeah, man. But we'll see what happens. I think I may be wrong, but I'm just going with the big call, man. I just see it happening because I should I go with Latrell Mitchell first try score? You know what? I'm going to change my mind because I know that New South Wales like going like causing out for the edges earlier, even with players like Tom Dvojevic. I reckon that Latrell Mitchell will go there. He did pretty well against the Broncos, and I think he'll be able to do that against Queensland. And once again, especially his great performance in game one. So yeah, Latrell Mitchell first try scorer for me. And I think at half time it's going to be New South Wales. Let's go with 18 points to 6. I think Queensland will be able to get one try in there. And I think at full time it will be New South Wales 32 points to 18, man, because I think Queensland will score maybe 18. Nah, you know what, stuff, man. I think with our defense, I think Queensland will get some fire in there. But to be honest, man, I think Fitler is building up a big gameplay to be able to win his series and make sure that we don't make stupid errors. Just like we made those stupid mistakes in those selections last year, and just make it simple. Just don't be cocky with Luai and Brian Toyle and just saying yes sir, we're gonna win the State of Origin and just be cocky. Yeah, because we know how Panthers players are. But no, we should be all right. But I just don't want to be biased. I'm just gonna say that this was gonna win 32 points to 12. But yeah, man. That's pretty much going to do for the preview. I'm kind of a bit question. It's kind of a bit questionable that they haven't put Delph Nuke in there. But yeah, the forwards. I was kind of worried for game one, but they actually did pretty well. But to put that to playing at Suncourt in that perception, I'm just still a little bit worried if they're gonna keep the consistency up, but we'll see, man. But I reckon June Paul will get good ball play, and if we get good ball play, we'll get our players on the bench in there, then it'll be all good, and then we're gonna win the series, man. It's pretty obvious, but we'll see how Queensland go, but with Paul Green as coach, they have no chance. But if they have Wayne Bennett, it would be a much more closer game, to be honest. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. For the preview for State of Origin. If there's anything that I have missed out, please leave your comment down in the section below. And yeah, this has been Nash Sports Low. Take care and peace.